Okay. Welcome back to Sit Still and Be Real. I'm your host, Finny. If you're just joining us, welcome. Today I got my homegirls, and today's topic is would you be friends with you? And y'all can introduce yourselves one by one. I don't know who's gonna go first, but hey.
I will go first. I am Zay. Nice to meet you all.
I'll go. Hi, it's Ray.
I'm Jazz.
Shanita.
Okay, so this should be very interesting. We all know each other. So I have one thing, and my thing is just yes, no, or maybe. Answer at your own discretion and do not explain. If you met yourself today, would you be friends with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now everybody take a sip.
You trying to get us
And
drunk?
Ray, you didn't answer.
Ray didn't even
I didn't
answer.
even answer. Okay. In all
Oh, wait.
honesty, if I'm being completely honest, in this like current day, if I'm being completely honest, I would have to say a maybe. Like it's a maybe. It's a maybe.
That's
If
fair.
this was a week ago, I would be like for sure. But right now, it's really a maybe because you said no explanation, so it's a maybe, and I'm
Okay,
gonna drink to that.
I'm gonna give myself a maybe also. So,
Okay, y'all.
okay. So I feel like being a friend one on one is very different than being in a friend group. Do you guys agree or disagree?
I
Agree.
agree.
I agree.
Okay, and do y'all feel like y'all show up differently in friend settings?
No.
What do you mean? No.
I recently got told by my best friend that I did show up differently. So yeah, I would have to say that yeah, I do.
Okay.
I would agree also.
I
Anybody
would have
else?
to say no. I don't. I show up as myself. Yeah. I don't know
You
what
feel
it
like you
means.
show up the same, right? All around the
Yeah.
board.
Yeah.
Okay, so small intermission got the baby. So I feel like every group and every person in a group has a different role, whether we admit it or not. I feel like some groups have planners, some group has the peacemaker, some groups have funny ones, and then some people have ones that just, disappear. Some always late to the occasions. So let me ask you guys this. What is your title in this friend group?
I'll start. I feel like I'm always late to the occasion. It don't matter where. I feel like I'm gonna be late to my own funeral. The funeral home gonna be trying to figure out where my body is at because it's gonna be hard to locate me. Seriously, that's just.
Okay, sis. Time be working against you. It's okay.
I'm telling you, I be trying to plan and it just be like it don't be happening. It don't be
Well,
happening.
At least you show up.
I have
See,
to
and I
agree.
make
Like,
it an effort.
yep.
Okay, anybody else want to go?
I feel like I have a lot of titles in this friend group and I share them. Like I have co like partners in that title. Like the funny one, I can share that with every one of y'all because all of y'all are funny. Peacemaker, I feel like I am the peacemaker. I like to like keep y'all
I
from,
agree.
jumping over and, going to the next level outside of peace.
Crashing out.
Yes, crashing out. And sometimes, and I love that y'all love me anyway, I like to disappear. Okay.
Okay.
And,
Agreed.
I always make it known that I always make y'all like, make sure y'all have a way to know where I am if that ever happens. But, I like to disappear sometimes.
That's okay.
That is
Here
okay.
from time to time.
Yes.
Get your mind right. I feel the same sentiment. I feel like I carry a lot of titles within this friend group. But if I had to pick one, maybe the planner.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I will drink to
Same.
that.
Yeah,
You
I
were
agree.
you
I
yeah.
agree.
You will execute it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. I feel like I could be like the motivator, but I feel like I'm just the one that keeps us going. And when I say that, I just live a crazy lifestyle outside of y'all. So when I just come to y'all, I feel like I keep us young and funk.
I'm crying.
I could agree for the last 2 years. You have
Yes.
had us on a little, well, me anyways, I'm old, so yeah. I could agree.
Felt like
I
we
feel
was
like I'm
ripping and
getting
running
old,
with
so
you.
you do keep me young and turned, sis.
Heavy on the
No.
turn.
It wasn't. No, last summer. Was it last summer, fam? We was, or was
The one
it
before
outside?
that.
The one before, we was outside. We was outside for
That's why I
sure.
said
We
the
was,
2 years.
we was outside for sure. Like
Yeah,
that was
you
a
know.
great summer. That was a great like winter, and I don't even be coming outside when it was cold. When it was cold, like car missing. Great winter.
Yes.
Yes.
See, just
You remember
young.
that?
Okay. So the roles that you guys have, do you feel like you chose those roles, or do you feel like we necessarily assigned those roles to you?
I think we
I feel
should.
like it's a natural thing, and
Yeah,
then we just live in it and own it for
I
the
feel
most
like
part.
we showed up just like as who we are, and there's just
Hmm.
things that we've done where people's roles just show more, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
I'm blaming my
And
mother for this one, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I feel like my mother, like y'all gonna disagree with me. My mother is she late to everything. Like she late or she,
okay.
I feel like that was like I'm not gonna say a generational curse, but it was hereditary. She passed it down to me, so it was
all right,
no
so your
skipping
mom
out on
assigned
that
that role
one.
to you. We're gonna go with
Yeah.
that.
I
So can someone be a great individual friend but be a problem in a group?
yes.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I've had a great friend who was otherwise not great at any point, you know? Like, if you're a great friend, that means you know how to be a good friend.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's like pertaining to the group or your individuality. Like, that's you. You're a
Right.
great friend, you know? So, if you're not a good friend, then you're not a good friend, whether it be individually or in a group. And if you are, then you are. That's how
Yeah,
I see
because
it,
why you
honestly.
wearing two coats? Like you either gonna wear that one coat or you're gonna wear the other one. Like there's no need for you to just be like one way with this person
And then
individually, but then when I come to the group, I gotta be a shitty friend. That's weird.
Some people
Like,
are
no,
like that though. Some people are,
yeah.
good friends to you, but they're not a good friend within the, group dynamic.
I
I'm gonna
honestly, and
agree
that
with
goes back to
Jazz.
the question that you asked before because you were like, I think you asked if you can act different around like different friends. Like,
right.
I think that people like showing up differently for certain friends. I think that it does sometimes happen. Let's say like in a group of like four friends, two of those people may be closer than the other two, or like naturally
Mm-hmm.
you kind of just like on the day-to-day basis mostly have time for that one friend because maybe they live closer or you guys work closer, you can have lunch together more often or
Yeah.
things like that. So in that case, I think yeah, maybe some people are closer within a group than as a whole just because they spend more time together. But I think that even with that being the case, like for our friend group, for instance, like we still come together and it feels like we're all just as close. Like that closeness between two people, it doesn't really create any tension within a group. And I think that that's the important thing. As long as it doesn't create tension or it's not like no inside jokes. You know what I'm saying?
I get
Gotcha.
exactly what you're
Okay,
saying.
well, I think we all should take a sip to that.
Yeah.
Yes, very well detailed.
I agree. I
Cheers.
agree.
Thank you. This
Okay.
drink.
Yes, it is. So I asked Instagram a lot of questions. I'm gonna go through the questions throughout the episode. So one of the questions I asked on Instagram was, are you the friend that shows up or are you the friend that disappears? The answers was, I show up, I disappear, I do first. Or I do both, sorry. Which friend are you?
I show
I
up.
show up.
I feel like I show up sometimes maybe like too much because I'm gonna say this. If I can explain, if I feel like I show
Yes, you
up
can.
too much because there's times like even right now, I'm not gonna say like within this friend group, but there have been situations in the past where I feel like I've just like overextended my friendship and it's kind of like, well, I'm showing up, constantly showing up, but when are you going to show up for me? Like, I got all of this going on, and you don't know that any of this is going on because you feel like all of this that's going on with you overpowers what's going on with me. But all in all, you would
Drink
never
to that.
know we got the same stuff going on, but you didn't even take the time to
I'm gonna
ask
drink
me
to
what's
that
going
again.
on with me. So
You
You're
know
gonna have
me.
me drunk
Well,
by the
you
end of
gotta
this
set them
episode.
boundaries
Okay.
sometimes, period.
They just assume, right?
That's it.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cut y'all. I feel like I do both. I feel like I greatly show up when needed. Life or death situations, I'm there, but I do feel like I do disappear, not disappear in a bad way, but my misery don't like company. So I feel like, there are seasons where I'm just not myself. And, I do kind of just fall back a little, but I stay in touch, but I do disappear. So
I agree.
I think
I
that's
think
okay.
I'm a little bit of both. I feel like I show up more than I disappear, but sometimes shit, you just need to get your mind right. Like
It's
take some
nothing
time to,
wrong with
for yourself.
disappearing though, because I feel like some
No.
people don't need that. Like, I don't want to say it's like you're overbearing, but like some people, they don't know how to like navigate through their emotions with that type of, they don't know how to navigate
Hmm.
through that. Some people would rather just be alone with their problem and figure it out and then come back to their friend group. So it's okay. And like some people are emotionally mature enough to express like, I would rather just deal with this by myself. And when I figure it out, I'm going to come and let you know that I'm okay. And we could just
Yep.
pick up from where we left off.
yes, but when
Right.
I'm going
So
through what I'm going through by myself, I'm not thinking in my head like, yeah, I'm gonna come back and shit on my bitches. Ooh, I don't know if I can say that. Shit on my friends because I'm in a better place in life and they wasn't there for me. Like, I don't know.
I could agree to that. I'm never, if I ever do disappear, but I really rarely disappear because it was this post on TikTok and this girl was saying like how she's so into Virgos and because they always like try to fix people or try to be there for people. And I was like, I felt that because to me, I feel like I'm the fixer. Like I'm supposed to fix it, like no matter what it is. And this year I've been trying to be like the friend that disappears. Not because I don't want to be the fixer, but I feel like, maybe some things like girl you can't fix and it's okay that you
Right.
can't fix it. Let that person, go through those trial and tribulations on their own and if they need you they'll come and get you.
Hmm.
But I never take it as like if any of y'all disappearing is that like y'all got a problem with me or I feel like that's the time you needed the space you needed to get you to where you need to be and then once you come back you're in a mind state of like okay yeah now I could like be a better friend to
Yep.
my friend group. It's never nothing like well she got a problem with me so she just don't want to talk to me today or like no that's not what I'm thinking.
And I will say, I feel like us, just as a group, we do really well with just, letting each other be for real. Like it's never
Yeah.
no,
Not
well, bitch,
personal.
why you not calling me? Why you not texting me? Why haven't I heard
Mm-hmm.
from you? It's kind of like we all give each other our space, and
Yes,
I think that that's really important. Kudos
I
to you.
agree.
Okay,
I think
okay.
that I think that I do a little bit of both, like showing up and disappearing, like I said earlier. But I feel like I live such a work-based life. Like I
Mm-hmm.
kind of it's hard to show up in some moments where I want to. And I have some friends that I haven't seen in years that they have kids now and I haven't shown up for them yet. So in some areas people may be able to say I show up for everything, but I have friends who also can say that I haven't shown up for anything. So,
Right.
I'm just trying to I don't know what, find a balance or I don't want to say like trade off some friends that I'm going to be showing up for, but like just try to make time for those friends that are like far away or, just out of that regular routine of showing up at the usual location.
I
I
like
get
that
it.
accountability.
Period. People do be needy though, y'all. So don't like
I was
I
gonna
be
go there.
concerned. Take that time because that was my problem. Like that's why I was saying overextending and going out of my way to show up for somebody, and then you come home and it's like the middle of the night, and it's like, well, darn, do I got time to even like rejuvenate and relax and take that time to myself and unpack and unwind and deal with the things that I'm kind of like suppressing. So we kind of all adults now. People
Yeah.
people really do be needy.
And now that you say like come home, you kind of just brought another thing to mind for me. I've been away from New Jersey, our home, for some years now. Since I was like 17, I've been in and out of the state.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I feel strongly that if I'm coming home from wherever I am on any occasion, like if it whether it be like just randomly or a scheduled visit, and I let somebody know, I feel like I
They
already
can make the time
traveled
for you.
1,000+ miles to get back here. So if you're home already, why not just,
Pull up
come to
on
Make it
me?
your
Come
baby.
You've
in.
already come all this way. The least that you can do is just,
We got
meet me
a
where I'm
visitor,
at.
y'all.
Yeah.
Pull up on
But
me. That's it.
I don't take it personal because the same way that somebody can't pull up on me, even though we're now in the same city or same state, I also can't pull up on you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take it
Agreed.
personal because, like I said, these friends of mine are having kids and, they got jobs and lives. And it's like, we already haven't seen each other in a year. So it's not like it hurts any more or any less. It's just,
Right, right,
I
right, right.
see that effort not being made, and I can't not take note.
Clock it. Yes, I always feel like my questions go back to back. So we kind of talked about this, but another question I did ask was like, are you the friend that checks in or do you wait on people to check in on you? And the options were me always or I wait on them. And my question with this is when do checking in start to feel like one sided to you in any friendship or relationship?
I'm gonna let y'all lead because I got a lot to unpack on that. So I'm gonna let y'all go.
I'm gonna go
So
first because I feel like although I said in the beginning that I would be friends with me, I don't know anymore because I also wait for people to check on me, and I don't know. I think it's just like my schedule is just so odd for my age and my life and the amount of friends that I have. Like the time that I have to be on the phone or be checking in is like y'all on with y'all lives. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I make up excuses as to why I don't have time for a conversation. And I think that's what it is. I want a conversation. I don't want to just tell you, "Oh, hey, I'm checking in. I hope everything's well." No, talk to me. Tell me like how you been? What was the last thing you laughed at? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to talk for real, for real. But I don't know.
I
It's
get
just I miss you so much that I can't hit you up. It's crazy.
No, it'd be like it'd be like that. But I wanted to bounce off of both, like the last question and this question. You're really, really, really strong minded, and it's like as you're talking,
yeah,
it's like, girl, like you hitting everything on point. But so
yeah.
that even in this friend group, right, and everything you saying, it makes sense, and like we all have a life, right? So I am the friend that I feel like
Yeah.
checks in, but the thing that you gotta understand too is like as you grow and evolve, you're only gonna do things that align with what you are doing. If you feel
Mhm.
like you didn't see that friend or check in on that friend, it's
Mhm.
because it doesn't align with what you're doing today. It doesn't have nothing to feel like. You can't feel like, oh, I got so many friends and I can't check on this friend, I can't check on that friend, I can't check. They don't align with what you're doing because it will come second nature to you to be like, hey, what you doing? Or like, hey, you want to go to such and such when I come home? Or like you said, if you telling these friends that you're coming home and they're not making the time for you, it doesn't align with what you're doing. You understand? Like
People
it
make
just
time
don't
for what
work.
they want to make time
Yeah.
for. Always
And
remember that.
And that the reason I don't take it personal because like after this is like friends that I've had since pre-pandemic, you know. So now that we're so far after the pandemic, I feel like a lot of those people are honestly things are realigning. Basically, like those conversations are coming back slowly, and you know we're able to like talk more often now, just because you know we found a better place in our lives, and it doesn't feel like we missed a beat, you know, because neither one of us took it personal on our end. It was
Real
just you
friend.
know you
Mm-hmm.
a friend, and you know I care about you, and whenever the chance is we get to talk, I'm gonna be ready to talk, you know.
I get it. I
So
have a best friend that I had since we were in kindergarten. She's still my best friend to today. Like we don't see each other that often. Like if we, I send her stuff to things that I throw. She send me stuff to things that she throws. And sometimes we can't get to them things. If I was to see her tomorrow, do you know it will feel like we never missed a beat?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah,
a real friend.
Say I also like I agree with, most of what y'all said. I
yeah.
also feel like though at this age now, I don't like take it too personally
I'm going in there.
anymore. Like
The
if
juice is
people
up.
not checking in on me, just because like, I know what it's like to feel like you got a million and one things, going on and you got shit that you want to do. So sometimes it's tough, to just take a step and, reach out to people. Like I do it as much as I could, and my friends, they check on me when they can, but I don't know. I just feel like it's something with age now that I don't take it as personal anymore. Like it's
Hmm.
not even
Because we
either.
still have our whole lives ahead of us, and you
Mm-hmm.
know the circle of life is gonna bring us, you know, back to one another, even if it be for one celebration
Yep.
or 10 celebrations.
Right.
I mean, at some point, we're gonna see each other. We're gonna get to have our lives and share those memories. But I think sometimes people can be a little possessive over their friends and what they do in life and how far they go. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
I
damn,
definitely agree.
I might have to go this place without you, but that don't mean that I don't care about you. You know?
Right.
Right. Sis, you
Y'all
I'm
can
a
hear
very
me?
you
yeah
on.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry, intermission, disregard. So I feel like I am the friend that always checks in, like in this friend group, outside of friend groups. But also, when the question I said, when does checking in start to feel like it's one sided? To me, I feel like if the only reason we talk is because of me, that's when it starts to feel one sided. And a lot of friendships that I did have outside of this friend group, they basically came to an end, whether the people know it or not, because they haven't heard from me. And again, they only were hearing from me because I was the friend that checked in. So again, if you haven't heard from me, then you know we have been cut. Because that's when the
And
friendship started to feel like it was one sided. Like, are we only doing this because I'm reaching out, or we only talking because I'm calling you, I'm FaceTiming you, I'm checking in on you. But then I started to realize again, if we don't speak, if I don't hit you up, we don't speak.
and nothing
So
really stings more than when your friend who you feel like you care about deeply, like sometimes it can could get to that phase where it feels like it's one sided, and then it,
Ooh, tell me about it.
like you don't want or like the thing that stings the most is when somebody when that friend is only contacting you based off of what you can do for them or what you can offer in that moment. And it's like if you can't offer it right then and there, you probably won't even get a response. Like for real, like you probably won't even get a text back for real. Like you I
Ooh.
gotta have it in order to see how you doing today.
now. This topic could get real little like it's getting a little
Can
thick in my brain.
can I just
We're
have the floor
coming.
for 2 seconds, please? Oh my god. So I just want to share with y'all. I'm not gonna get too deep into details just because it was two instances. One of them y'all do know about. Finney for sure knows like full transparency because like Finney was basically like damn damn near on the phone. I don't know if I was supposed to curse, and basically heard the conversation. But something new was somebody that I'm extremely close to got brought to my attention. And in the beginning, you mentioned like if we if we show up different with one friend versus the whole
Others.
friend group. Yes, so I got told that that's what I have been doing. From what I know, I didn't feel like I was doing that. But I'm fine with being held accountable. But again, I'm at, I'm 25 years young, and I feel like it gets to a point where we can't be walking around telling everybody to hold themselves accountable, but still be being petty and not, looking in the mirror and saying, okay, well, what did I contribute to this situation? So I'm at this, like I said, I'm at this big old age of 25 years young where I'm not kissing nobody ass. Anybody, this goes for anybody, to keep a friendship. A friendship, it's a two-way street. I could love you from the deepest of my gut, from my head all the way down to my toe, but I'm not going to be the only person putting in all of the work. Like, I'm not going to be giving, 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 and you just receiving, and I don't get nothing in return. And it's not all about, just me getting something in return, but at the end of the day, it, like I said, it's a two-way street. So I feel like a lot of people want you to show up for them as this certain type of friend, but they don't even be taking the time to look at in the mirror at themselves and be like, well, damn, am I even this type of friend that I'm asking this person to be? And it's like, no, you're not even that type of friend. You're not even that type of friend. I don't want to say how dare you, but how dare you even request this much of me if you can't even give me the bare minimum? You get what I'm saying? If you can't even be that type of friend. I've had friends in the past who will literally, like, I'm going through the most like horrific time in my life, and you can't be upset at me if I'm going and I'm reaching out to this person and this person and this person and this person when I'm reaching out to you and it's taking 2 days for me to get a response from you. I could be in the back of a truck getting taken across state lines and taken somewhere, and you don't even know that this is happening. You get what I'm saying? So again, and like I think Zay said it, it gets to a point where it's like you gotta reevaluate the whole friendship, and it's like, damn, well, is this transactional? Like, are you only friends with me for what I can do for you? And when you set that boundary, now this friend is kind of trying to find every excuse to make you seem like the bad guy. And I'm going to say this, in 2026, I'm kind of at the point where I'm fine with being the villain, everybody's story. If I got to be the villain, then I will be the villain because I know my part. I know the part that I played. I know the part that I played. Point blank, period. And I'm going to leave it there. Drops mic. What
What
do you
Young
Okay.
Thug
got?
said.
So now we could just move on to the next segment. So what actually makes somebody a good friend?
Um, I would say a good friend is somebody who, okay, a good friend is somebody who in public, you're not going to judge me. You're not going to judge me about whatever decision I make. But behind closed doors, if you got to chew me to shreds, you're going to let me know, Frank, you was wrong, X, Y, and Z. A good friend is going to show up for you, like I said, right, wrong, indifferent. A good friend is going to see you through them times where you might not even want no advice. You might just need to just get something off of your chest. Like, it's times where you're not looking for a resolution. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of times where I know what I'm gonna do already. I don't need you to tell me or give me a resolution. I already came up with a resolution. I just want to get it off of my chest and get it off of my conscience. I just need you to be a listening ear.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Drink to
That
that.
that's a good friend to me, in my opinion. A good friend also is, don't be afraid to tell me, like I said, don't be afraid to tell me how you feel. If you feel like I offended you, I said something that was wrong, I did something that was wrong, or whatever, just don't try to check me in front of a whole bunch of people that we don't kick it with, we don't know.
Dang, girl. These some of the
Don't That's
questions you
it.
just answering them, but go ahead, go
Like,
ahead.
Don't do that because that's the I will befriend you for that. Like we could get
Go
into that
ahead.
behind closed doors. But that's my definition of a good friend.
I like
Okay,
your
I think
definition of a good friend.
Mm,
I really, really do, because I could piggyback off of it. Of I don't feel like a good friend should ever feel like if I did something wrong to them, that they have to go outside of this friend group right here. Because to me, I feel like if there's no one else that could say like, "Oh, Shanita did this," or "Yeah, Shanita acting crazy," or "Yeah, Shanita's being weird a little bit," don't you? This is the friend group that you could have came to and reevaluated if I was a good friend or not to you. So to me, that's what a good friend is. Even if my friends, like I said, I have a best friend outside of this group that I known for years. But even if she felt like I was acting a certain way to her, whoop de doo, I would expect her to come to this friend group to make sure that if I'm off my pivot of being a good friend. Because don't nobody
Mm-hmm.
else know me like y'all do.
Right.
A good friend's not gonna go create a whole nother bandwagon with a bunch of females that don't like you to show that you not a good friend.
That's somebody
Agreed.
who's been waiting to fall out with you.
mm-hmm.
A good
Agreed.
friend gonna be loyal all around the board, whether you in their face or not. The good friend gonna always hold you accountable, hold themselves accountable, check you
Yep.
every time that like they feel like you did something to them, like not gonna bad talk you to nobody ever. It's always just gonna be between you and them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
okay.
a good friend
Heavy. A good friend
and
not gonna
you.
wait on it either. They not gonna wait on it and let it accumulate. Address it at a reasonable time. Don't address something from 10 years ago
Right.
Dang, yeah,
today.
I'm smiling so hard because
Get
y'all
off who
really
you
hitting
mad at.
y'all hitting it on the nose, and
Cause now
maybe
I
once
don't remember.
yeah, I might
I was
scroll through and
15.
ask this stuff, but like y'all hitting everything on the nose. So this is what I meant when I said unscripted. So if I ask a different question, it's okay. Did we touch bases on it already? Just say we did that and move on, okay? Yeah, it's
Okay.
clocking it. Love it.
I feel like a good friend does everything that they do with you, toward you, for you. Like it comes from a place of love and kindness. Like your friendships
Hmm.
are just as important as any other ship you have in your life, and I feel like even when it comes to like
Okay.
arguing or looking for accountability or looking for an apology from your friend or just a plain old disagreement, it still has the ability to come from a place of love and a place where
Hmm.
you trust that your friend is not going to use anything that y'all have between y'all to hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
So when I think of good friends, I think of friends who are able to ask for what they can give out and in
Mm.
abundance as well. Because when you ask for something of a friend, think about all the other friends that they have and imagine them treating you the same way that you would want I mean, the same way that they would treat any other person. So
Mm-hmm.
if you just think about that, it kind of, it kind of makes you dial it back on what you ask for because you know how much you love this person. You imagine that they're loved by other people. So, there's something about boundaries that can come naturally to friends where I don't have to set them, because my friend
Hmm.
knows what's important to me. So, yeah, that's
I feel
my
like y'all
spiel.
hit every like I said, I
Hmm.
feel like y'all been hitting the things on the nose. I agree with everything y'all said. The next question I do have, like I said, it all probably piggies back. It's just what is better? Do y'all feel like consistency is more important in a friendship or loyalty?
Loyalty, in my opinion.
Loyalty.
Loyalty for
Loyalty, in my
sure.
opinion. I'd rather you be loyal to me than consistent. Cause again, like
Consistent,
we
yeah.
we go into, you disappear, you go through stuff. So you can't be consistent if, sometimes you gotta take a break from, me. And it's okay when you need to take a break. So I'd rather have loyalty because I know when you going to disappear or you taking that space to
Mhm.
yourself, whatever. I need to know that you still gonna be loyal to me in that headspace, no matter what. Like
Literally.
I'm, because you know that I'm not taking it offensive. So when I go to
Mm-hmm.
do the same to you, I don't want you to be like offended by it either.
I think that I feel I need a little bit of both. At least, even if we don't talk every day, we
Okay.
shouldn't go a whole year without talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my friends, if I can hang out with my friends in person, we shouldn't go more than a year without seeing each other. Sometimes it happens, and that's why loyalty is important, because I know that the next time we see each other, it's gonna be cool. We talk at
Right,
least
right,
once
right,
a
right.
year, so it has to be a consistent vibe. Because if I go too long without hearing from my friend that I care about, I'm gonna be alarmed. You're like, are you
Mm-hmm.
okay? Like, what's
I'm gonna
going
be
on? At
scared.
least make yourself known. Give me some proof of life, you know.
Right, right.
And if I don't get it, I assume that I'm not the friend that I thought I was to you, and you must be able to share that with somebody. And I'm happy that you have somebody to share that with. But if we can't talk at least once a year or see each other at least once a year, we're not. We're just like,
Associates.
what's the word that starts with associates? Yeah,
We just know
Associate.
each other.
we know each other, and like. I now, as an adult, I get where the term old friend comes from, because there's no bad
Mm-hmm.
blood. You're just an old friend, and it was nice having you as a friend, but I see how we've grown in different directions. And now, when we pass each
Get
other,
on my
it may
face.
be exciting, but I'm not going to invite you out to dinner now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I
that's
Word.
get it.
okay. And
I
that's
understand
okay.
that.
I'm trying to explain that to a friend, and the friend don't understand that, and I'm like, we gotta work towards that. Like, we were that when we was teenagers, but this
We got to
right
build. We're
now
new
We
is
people.
gotta
not the
rebuild it all
same.
Y'all
over
gotta
Yeah,
again.
like,
y'all gotta get to know each other because
I
I'm
don't
not that
trust
same
you.
person that you knew before.
Wow, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, this will think
Girl,
in my
I
head
might
again.
wake up to you in a bed with my
So
man. I do not trust
yeah.
you.
seriously.
I'm
So on
crying.
TikTok, and I think a little bit of Instagram. Y'all know these little new terms, these words and stuff. And I think like once
Yes.
people see one thing and one thing trending, like people start to run with that narrative. So I've been seeing these things where people say like they're low maintenance friends or they're a low maintenance person. Do y'all feel like that's a real thing, or people are just using that as an excuse to be a shitty person?
I feel like people are using it as an excuse to be a shitty person because what like it's one thing to like I feel like it can be individualized. Like what aspect of it? You can be a good you know what I'm saying? Like what aspect of it? Because I don't want no low like a low maintenance friend is like you giving me the bare minimum, but like to me that's not fair. You're a low like let's make it personal. So like I'll use Shanita as an example. Like let's say Shanita is a low maintenance friend to me, but she's
What does it
expecting
mean to
me
be low
to
maintenance
be
as a friend?
like she don't
So when
sh-
oh,
go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
like what people are using, like what I'm seeing the terms is they're using that as saying like low maintenance as like, yeah, I get in these moods, I don't want to do this, or I'm just the fucked
Yeah.
up like to me, I take it as you're just saying like I'm just shitty and I don't care. Like so
Yeah.
they instead of
Like
saying that, they're saying I'm low maintenance as like it's almost similar to like when you confront a person like I'm just that way and I don't want to change. Like that's
yeah.
Yeah,
just
they're
who I
using
am.
their real personality to go against y'all friendship rather than like me. I had somebody tell me that they don't know how to communicate. So that's why they act the way they act. That's not okay.
No, you just don't
Like
care
that's
to
not okay.
communicate at your
You
big old
So low
age.
maintenance, as in you are not that
They just
interested in
yeah, you're not
maintaining
basically
who
interested
you are
to
as a
hear
But
what I
like
friend.
gotta
that's not the
say.
proper way to use low maintenance. That's what I'm
maintenance.
saying.
Yeah,
Like that I
Yeah,
don't
because
think that that's an adequate enough that's not a adequate enough way to use the term because how is that fair? Friend it realistically is supposed to be fair. It's supposed to be a two-way street. How can Shanita be I'm not saying that this is Shanita, but how can she be a low maintenance friend to me but then expect all of these high qualities from
Yep.
me? That's not how it
Yep.
works.
I took it as like somebody being low maintenance, like not requiring like a lot out of a friendship with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I
that's what I
agree, but
took
it
it
could
as.
also be reversed as well. There are some people
Sorry,
who are
I'm looking for
using
my
it like
liquid.
when the way Finney said it, I took it as like I have these terrible qualities within
Hmm.
myself, and I'm saying I'm low maintenance. Like me as a person, I'm low maintenance, so I'm gonna like categorize
Yeah,
myself
that's how
as
they
that.
use it as well too. Like they use it as to describe themselves, but
Yeah,
just as in the situation in general, instead of taking the accountability, or just that's just how
it's
they
an
describe
excuse for
themselves.
for poor behavior, and a lot of people got freaking jobs and got Medicaid and got insurance, and
What?
they could go get therapy, and it's just an excuse for poor
No,
behavior. Go
Yo,
no,
seek help.
it is. So that
Like
like it really is a excuse for like the poor. I don't know the structure of you, like because there's no way in hell
it is.
that, like you said, you're not gonna expect me to be like, man, listen, how you expect me to throw you a birthday, right? But you don't even got it in yourself to throw you a birthday.
Not even you
Or
got.
you
You don't
don't
even
even
got
got
it in
it
yourself.
in you
You
to
don't even
throw
got the
me a
funds to
birthday.
throw me. Not you even got. You don't even. Not even you don't got the mental capacity. You don't got the funds in your bank account to throw me the birthday that's up to my liking. That's up to my standards. You don't got the funds.
Low
okay.
maintenance,
It could
whatever.
be somewhere in between, but I don't got time
Mhm.
for low maintenance. You could be a low maintenance person, but I don't want no low maintenance friend. You can't be a low maintenance friend to me and want
I
me to
don't
throw
want
you an
low maintenance
extravaganza
effort.
ball.
Yeah, don't give me low maintenance effort. Like, don't. Never mind. I gotta stop. Next,
I'm not
All right. I'm
next,
taking
gonna
you to
just
because
DC for
we
your
don't
birthday, and then you want me
will
to.
we'll
don't
touch
give me
this.
a backyard boogie and I send you to New Orleans and then you mad
Hey,
at me because I won't take you to Washington.
Period. You want to go to DC, and then you, like you said, and I get a backyard boogie, and you
We
upset
not
that I'm
eat.
socializing, and
okay.
it's a party.
I told y'all from the
We
jump.
gonna drink
This is
that
sip. No, this is sip, spill, and be
and be
real.
real.
Things off limits. So
In a real
here it is.
way,
In a,
Mhm.
So
nobody should
Y'all
be
hear Jayani in
maintaining
the back?
anything. What'd you say?
so
Nobody said what?
Jayani said this her last and her first and last time coming here.
she
Thing.
loved it here. Y'all make sure
Jayani,
she
She love it
subscribed
here
and
for
tune
real. She
in.
don't even want to leave.
she do love it here. She on the phone with her little boo thing. It's okay. We need to get her on the
Yeah.
podcast because she going through
Not
growing
putting her
pains. You
business
know
on the
that.
show.
not she
Because
cupcaking.
Yo. Okay. All right, let's
we
just
are gonna be talking to the real world, girl.
You
at the
hear
end
her,
of the
right?
day,
I'm
after this
done.
episode, they probably gonna report my fucking YouTube. But
No,
whatever.
no, they won't. They won't.
No,
Like
this
Because
is
if you
the
got, you
episode
gotta
that's
talk
gonna
about
blow
it,
up.
sis.
we gotta
Mhm.
If
talk.
you gonna talk about it, you gotta talk about it. Like, because in our reality, like, if you gonna be a friend all around the board.
In all
Don't
honesty,
when the moment that you can't be a friend to somebody, that doesn't mean that we have to end our friendship because at this moment you stuck on how to become a good friend. Just say
mm-hmm.
like, hey, I need help, or like, hey, I'm going through some things. It's not personal, but then don't take it personal 30 days later because you feel like you stuck in a space that your friend can't help you out of.
That's it.
That's not
The
okay.
All right, sis, we're gonna put a pin right there. Hold that thought. Because no, I'm only saying that because I really got these questions written down. So I do want to talk about it. So next, but no, remember that thought because that is a topic in this discussion. Hold on, sorry.
I feel like the reality of it is a lot of people, even a lot of us at a point in our lives, nobody wants to be held accountable. Nobody, you have to grow to that point to where
For
you're
sure.
okay. Like it's not even to where it's tolerable, but where like you've gone through enough stuff and where you're like, I know we can't curse up here, so I'm gonna say darn. To where it's like,
You can
darn, it
curse,
might
I think,
really
right?
be
Yeah, you
oh,
can curse. It's
okay, so
I
I'm
fine.
girl,
gonna
I be
to
on
where it's
YouTube. Okay, I
it's
be
like
seeing stuff.
to where it's like, damn, it's okay. You know what? Maybe I need this for like self-reflection. Maybe I need to take in what people are actually saying to me. Like maybe they're not saying it to me as a personal attack, but more so to help me. Because it can't be like it would be one thing if it's one person just constantly attacking you versus this a whole bunch of people telling you the same thing. If mad people are telling you the same thing, then it got to be true. It has to be true.
Like it.
But also, it's like, maybe I also need to just be an adult, like grow up and realize, my part in it. and how I made the other person feel. Like,
People,
And let me
parents don't
just
be
say
holding
this:
them accountable.
if you if you learn to first accept accountability, because that really is crucial in friendships. Like a little accountability goes a long way, and some people lose 10 plus year, 5 plus year friendships over not being able to apologize about something.
That's
But
it. That's it.
also, to add to that, I think that when you show up as yourself, you will never feel out of place in your friend group, because those are the people that you attracted to you just by being you. So
That's
if
it.
you feel like you are uncomfortable, or you're like being treated as an outsider, it's probably because you showed up as a different version of who you actually are,
Mm-hmm.
and now you don't know how to go about it. That's what it looks
Yep.
like, because like
Yep. You're
our
pretending, like you said, you're
pretending,
pretending.
yeah.
A
So
lot of
if
people are pretending like their life is so
so as
perfect
we
and
move
there's no
into different
flaw and
phases and problems, I mean, adult problems become as they are, like they advance and you start going through shit that you've never been through before. Some people can't relate to it as you thought they would be able to. And
exactly.
it's like when you find yourself not being able to relate to your friends constantly, I understand why you feel out of place, because you're supposed to
Mm-hmm.
surround yourself with, people who inspire you, not make you
Yep.
feel small. Who
Mm-hmm.
did you show up as that is brand new? Because this person now is brand new to me. This is not who I met before.
Say it again.
Agree. So next thing is, do group chats ruin friendships or do they strengthen them?
I feel like they strengthen them. I'm gonna be the
I
one to
swear
say
by group
that
chats,
they
because
strengthen this one, and I'm trying to advocate for my best friend. Y'all are also my best friends. Like y'all are my literally my blood family, but y'all are my best friends. Like other if I feel like if we weren't related, we would still be best friends. But my best friends that aren't blood related to me, I'm trying to I use y'all as an example and I tell them that we have a group chat and we constantly we communicate. We send good mornings, we check in on each other, even if it's funny videos, we communicate in there so we don't feel like we're losing touch with each other. And the problem with our group chat is people are so caught up on the okay, what if one person doesn't respond? We're all 25 plus. People got lives. It's okay. But if I respond, that don't mean if only I'm responding today, that don't mean tomorrow this person might not respond or later in the day. Like, why are you so caught up on everybody not being active when you want them to be active? I feel like that's not fair. And
Yep,
that makes me
Listen,
want to
I was told
disengage.
that.
like sometimes my day just be getting ahead of myself. Like, I don't be having a second to breathe. Like,
not even that.
listen,
Y'all see me. I don't care if nobody respond. If I send a good morning text today and nobody respond, guess what? I'm still gonna send one tomorrow, and I'm still gonna
Period.
send one the next day until y'all
And that's
respond.
true. And that's
and
true.
I will respond at 2 in the afternoon, because
right.
when you send your text, I'm still in bed. We on a whole different time
Y'all
zone,
on different
and
time
friends
zone, but
don't get that. Like,
my thing be, I know y'all see it. So whether y'all respond or not, I know y'all see it. And to me, that's my way of checking in with all of y'all. I don't care if y'all respond or not. That's just me saying, okay, I checked in with my girls. They see it. I'm good. Whatever. I hope they doing okay. They'll get back to me when they can, but they know that I'm interested in them. When they have time
Mm-hmm.
to chat, they will chat. Until
Yep.
And I
then,
We
we
don't.
don't
always
only
until
do.
when I see
communicate
them.
through
Yep.
there though. That's the thing.
Yep.
And that's what I be telling the girls. I send y'all, I feel like I am addicted to TikTok. I send y'all
You be
TikToks
tearing it up.
all day. Like I'm always sending something. If y'all don't respond, I'll be like, I don't care. At least they know I'm thinking about them and I'm sending them
Exactly.
stuff. Like,
Exactly. I may not
Yes,
don't
respond, but
like
I'm
ever
it's
gonna
think
send
y'all
y'all a
not on
video
my
or
mind.
six.
yes, no, no, like I hate the video sending culture, because it's so exhausting watching all of these videos. But it's really something special about seeing a video that made you laugh and knowing exactly which friend is gonna also laugh with you
Think,
about that.
oh,
Yeah.
that to me, that's like one of like to me, that's like the one thing that I know that y'all thinking about me. Even if
Bring me
like we
some.
don't talk for like a couple of days, when y'all send me a video, I'll be all happy. I'll be like like in the bed cracking up. If y'all text
Dying.
in the group chat and then y'all don't respond, I never take it like, oh, she mad at me or she got a problem. We all got lives. Like
That's what I'm saying.
What
Some of
Rob
us
said,
is
everybody
moms.
got
Some of
their
us
own
work
life
like
and their own
prestige
problems.
jobs. Like I am not caught up, and that be the problem. I feel like I feel like some people choose to take things personally. And when you choosing to take, in my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, if you choosing to take things personally, you have too much time on your hands.
you do.
Like it's no way, because I don't wake up and be like, oh yeah, Finny likes Shanita message, but she ain't like my message, so I'm about to be mad. Maybe
I
she
will hope
just
you
didn't
don't
see
do
my
that.
message. No, I really like no, I do not, like, literally, like, no. When we get to, when I'm telling you, like, when y'all text in the group chat, I be so happy. Like, it makes my day when y'all and then especially when we're like on a flow, when we're all like consistent, especially if it's funny. I feel like
Yes.
I
Yes.
can't
Oh,
put my
girl,
phone
that's
down.
why I just sipped my drink because I was about to.
Yes.
Yeah, that last time when y'all had ripped that boy, I was crying.
That was
Yo.
That
anything.
day,
And I think a
I'm
lot of
like,
people don't understand that, like, all of us, we all have jobs, right? And all our jobs require us to use our hands. So some
hands
days
on.
that like we just be stuck in the moment where as though like we can't get away. Like to me, just me, right? If you send a good morning text and I don't text within that morning time frame, I may not text back again until send a, like a funny video. That's me acknowledging that like I seen you for the day
Mm-hmm.
and like
Mm-hmm.
here we go.
No, that's what I think. I look at it as like, even if somebody don't reply, or even if I send, I never take it as y'all purposely, like, even if, like, for instance, because I know a lot of people say this, and I see this on Twitter too. Like, okay, if I text you, but I see like you're active on Instagram, I don't take that no way, because I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, maybe you're busy, whereas though you couldn't respond to my text, but you fucking got time for Instagram. Okay, cool. I know you a lot because you watched my story, and that's good enough for me. I feel like
Sorry.
that'd be
That's
good. As
gross.
long as I see that y'all active somewhere or y'all something, I'm like, okay, they're alive. As long as y'all alive, I'm cool. I'm good.
That's what my
like,
job
And
tells
I
us.
really love y'all for that. Like,
like dead serious. Like,
Same.
Seriously,
I
I'm
don't
so
judge
grateful.
y'all. Like, I don't judge y'all for not responding, because again, we all have our own lives, and some days, like, your day might be so much longer than mine, where you really can't respond to me, or you really might just be having a hard ass day, and you don't want to talk to nobody, and I understand that.
and I don't know about y'all, but me personally, I be like, sometimes I'll forget to respond because I'll be in the middle of something. I'll see the message and I'll mentally respond and
It
Yes.
gets
forget
like,
to
it really
actually
get
send a
like that.
response back. Like,
Yes. Oh my gosh. Especially if it's like some pictures or something. Finny, like if you sending me pictures or videos, like I watch every single one of them. And then I probably only got time to react, and then I can't text back until
Mm-hmm.
midnight because I'm only just now getting off work. It's crazy.
Yes.
Like,
Nah, I be
I'm
understanding. I
killing
get
you.
it. I don't be like, Okay, so let's try to move on, because I feel like we touching a little bit of everything that's here. Okay, so outside of this friendship group, I know that we all have either an individual friend or another friendship group. So in the beginning, I asked y'all, would you be friends with you? Keep your answers, save your wise. The other friends that you have outside of this group, would they describe you the same way that you describe yourself?
yes,
percent.
Wait,
100%.
as far as the answer that we gave in the beginning,
No, just
or
in
just
general,
like
as
in,
how you think of yourself as a friend. Would your other friends describe you as that friend?
Yes.
I think so. I think so, yeah.
I think so, yes, too, for myself.
I think I showed up and showed out for my girls.
Okay, so the next thing, we again, I'm kind of getting lit. So we touched this already. Just say like, let's move on. So another question I did ask Instagram. I asked them, do you respond to hear? Do you listen to respond or hear people out? The answers were respond, hear them out, or I'm just defensive. Which one are you?
Sometimes I just like to hear what a motherfucker got to say, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like, you know how most people only get accused of only listening to respond during a disagreement, right? So I
Hmm.
try to make it a point to listen and understand what somebody's saying, because I don't like to allow myself to be manipulated in a heated moment, because I'm already at a height with my emotions, and then you want to play brain games. So it's like I would rather be quiet and listen, because there's power in it. There is power in it. Even if you disagree with what somebody is saying, when you listen silently and you don't think about what you want to say to them after they stop talking, you just listening to them, you really get an understanding of how it is that they feel. Even if you disagree with it, you now have a better explanation to come forward with, instead of finding your response halfway through what they're saying, because you don't have the full picture. So that's why I
I
think I'm a
agree.
listener. I'm an active listener. I got taught that in fourth grade.
So me, honestly, I just learned to hear people out. I used to be very defensive as a relationship, as a friendship. I used to think when people would tell me stuff or like try to talk to me, like I would just be so actively with the answers because I was listening to just respond, or I was like being defensive, thinking that, whatever you're saying, like you're attacking me. But as I've been growing and like on this healing journey, I have learned to like listen, to hear the other person out, and it's up to me to hear them out, but I don't respond as quickly as I do, and I'm no longer defensive.
Okay. Truth, like 1,000% truth moment. We gonna get real deep. We
Okay.
gonna dig a little bit into my trauma. So growing up, this is no like shade to my parents. Just growing up with the parents that I had, like style of like how I was raised, I kind of just was raised I just was raised to just listen. Like it was no defending myself. It was kind of like I'm big, you're small. Like what I'm saying is right, what you're saying is wrong. So I kind of had to listen. It was no what Ray said. Like it was, you get what I'm saying? So what I said didn't really matter. So I'm finding myself now in a place in my adulthood where I'm now defensive in a lot of situations because I'm coming out of a place where I couldn't defend myself, not because like I just didn't want to be, but because I was never taught how to and I didn't know how to, because that wasn't something of my nature. My parents
Hmm.
was just kind of, it was kind of like I'm the adult. What I say goes. What are you defending for? This is my house type shit. Realistically, it's something that I got to heal from. I am trying to come out of a place. I'm trying to come out of that place. I'm a very rational thinker. I would consider myself as someone who is self aware. So there are some situations where I can kind of like distinguish the two. And I know when I'm like, okay, I feel like this person is really being genuine and kind of like letting that wall down. So I'm gonna listen to understand rather than like they bullshitting me and they just trying to like, pull one over me and I'm just gonna be defensive. But realistically, a lot of times I'm really just listening to defend myself because it's just a trauma reaction.
Yeah, anybody else want to go on this topic, or y'all want to just move to the next?
We can move on.
Okay, so do you guys apologize when you're wrong? And the answers are, you always do apologize, or you struggle to apologize.
If
I
I'm
struggle.
wrong, I'm wrong. I'm gonna apologize. Especially when, I visibly see that, whatever I may have said or whatever I may have done affected you or, hurt your feelings, like I'm gonna apologize.
Same. I struggle, but I end up apologizing. And yeah, I do end up apologizing. Like it'll take me like a good maybe like give or take like 2 to 5 minutes tops. But if I really see that like you distraught, but if it's on some like I accidentally punched you or something, like I will really apologize. But if I said something and I know that it hurts you, I will apologize. But I'm gonna say this: a lot of people they use their words. I don't really use my words because I feel like words are like you can't take that back. And that's what I be saying. Like I'm so self aware that I gotta live with them words. It's not that you gotta live with them. I gotta go to sleep at night knowing that I said that to you. So like
Mm.
I don't let certain stuff come out of my mouth.
I feel like I grew up an apologetic person. Sometimes I find myself over apologizing. You know, like I don't know. Like I had a therapist at one point, and she told me that I should stop saying sorry so much. So I don't know. Like I feel like I am working on it, but I also don't have a problem with it because I don't know. I don't want to hurt nobody, and if I don't want to lose my ability to apologize because I see how some people are with not being able to bring themselves and say sorry, and it makes me feel bad because like I already said, it's not most times it's not really for that person that you're apologizing to, it's for you because when you do
Mm-hmm.
something to hurt somebody, like let's say for example in a marriage where somebody cheats on their partner, you may feel sorry and you may be sorry and you may say sorry, but that doesn't change the outcome of like what she or he may decide. Like if they decide to leave, they still even may forgive you, especially if there's kids in the situation. Like they may forgive you in that situation, and y'all might be able to move past it on a peaceful level. But that doesn't you like don't apologize to get something out of it. Just apologize because you want to be forgiven, because you want that person to know that you didn't mean to hurt them, or you feel bad for hurting them. Not that you didn't mean to do it, because sometimes it's not about what you meant to do, it's what you did do. But like I feel like a lot of things that go unapologized for create real trauma in people's lives, especially black women. And it's like they got a lot to be mad about. We got a lot to be mad about. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many things that get
Drinking.
swept under the rug without nobody apologizing to them about it. So that's why I feel like I remain apologetic. I don't want to do anything apologetically except be myself. I'm myself unapologetically, and I'm not sorry for that to anybody. But outside of that, if I ever do something or say something to hurt somebody, I'm gonna apologize.
And to your point, that's why I struggle with
We can't
apologizing
hear you,
because
sis.
some
I can hear you.
you can hear me, y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's why I struggle to your point because
Us?
I can hear y'all. I can't hear her.
Do you have her muted on your end?
Mm-mm. No, she's on. Now she's muted. She muted herself.
you can hear me now.
Okay, I can hear you.
Yeah, that's on with you. So again, I struggle because, like you said, for the simple fact of I apologize for my when I do is for myself. Because most of the time, like even and I gotta go into it because in a recent, you know, incident, I did apologize for something I thought I did do. But then the whole outcome was that's not why you even mad at me. So what did I really apologize for? So and even just with that, like I to me, and I'm not gonna say that and sound like cocky, but I never put myself, I try not to put myself in situations where I do have to apologize. So like I try to be cautious of how I act and what I do to certain individuals so that we're not in a funky place. And when I say I do struggle, it be like it got something to do with like my marriage. Like I'll be like, so sometimes I just won't apologize and that because I feel like you the man, you should take, full responsibility. And that's not fair. So but I do struggle with apologizing for those main reasons because it's like, am I really doing those things wrong to you that you said I'm doing to you, or you just want me to keep apologizing to you just because you want me to feel like less than of already?
Some people can take advantage, and at times, like people can take advantage, try to make you seem like you're the villain or you're always the one who's doing the hurting. And sometimes it's easy to paint that picture, especially when you already like are somebody who's used to apologizing. And it's like I'm glad that you question that because you should only ever apologize if you really feel sorry. And apologizing and not knowing what you're sorry for or not knowing why you apologizing, it kind of leaves it on your mind after it's deaded and that person feels better. It's just like, wait, like, why the fuck was I even apologizing? What did I have to about? What did I do?
So that's why I struggle. Like it's just like you just said, what did I really do? And
Okay,
if you
intermission. I'm
can't come
sorry.
to
Salam. Don't be rude. So do you guys support your friends more in public or private, or you just have to get better?
I feel like I could be better because a lot of friendship support comes it's rooted at social media, and I feel like a lot of my friends are doing things that I support and that I want to see like blow up. But because I don't spend so much time on social media other than like watching reels and sending y'all funny videos, like when I'm on social media is most times just a decompression hour where I'm just like just chilling. So I think I could be better at, actively putting those small businesses out there and supporting. I like both in public and in private. Well, honestly, in private, I feel like I'm supportive. Like I'm always, if somebody's asking me about something that I got on or something about my skin or my hair or anything, I'm gonna immediately put you on to what I do and where I get it. But in public, I don't know. I just feel like social media, it's not my favorite avenue.
I feel like I do my best with. I feel like I do my best with both, but I do feel like I low key like fading away on social media, and a part of that was just me being in a relationship. Like I just was slowly just fading away. Hence, I don't think that anybody being in a relationship should make them fade away from social media.
Dang, girl, that's a question up here. See, I just touching all the topics before we even get there.
Oh, I'm sorry, but
It's
because you said
okay.
it's
yeah.
unscripted. So if
No,
it's
why
Yeah.
can't Shanita on
unscripted,
my end?
yeah, you gotta get off and come back. I don't know.
Yeah,
Y'all can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
but if
I'm.
she
I can
leaves,
hear
it's
you.
gonna.
If I leave, I don't. I think it's gonna end the whole thing.
So how you just
No.
hear me?
You should hear
I can
me.
hear all of y'all. I can't hear her. Nothing she's saying. I can see when she go on mute and unmute. But every time she go to talk, I like on my end, I can't hear her. But I can hear all of y'all.
Is there like would there be a way for you to end this, start another one, but like
Together.
Yeah, I could still put them together.
oh
Fine.
yeah.
All right.
Oh, you want me to
All right.
leave? Want
Wait.
me to ask her? Do she want
All
me
right,
to
I'm gonna
leave and
stop
I
this.